But I've never once run across any porno with anyone wearing any kind of corrective devices.
It's two books, one cup, the podcast you won't believe. Where two books enter and one book leaves. One winner, one cup, one loser, one cup, or something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that.
Test. Ooh, I'm testing. I'm testing all over this mic, dude. My wet little mouth. I don't have a dry mouth. I have a nice wet mouth that I'm testing.
I'm also feeling pretty wet in the back of the mouth.
Oh, in the back, not in the front?
A little of both, but it's dry right in the middle.
That's a great test. So now we can still have our little pre-talk, but we keep missing such good stuff.
But
the last episode, I'm like, we missed a ton of great stuff. Now it's just an episode where we're just being boring.
Yeah.
And now we can talk about my masturbation.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when the masturbation talk comes up, as Green Day said, if you can't bring it up, then you're probably bored, dead. What the fuck is that
When
line?
masturbation's lost its fun.
Oh, Lord.
You're fucking hopeless. There you go.
Leave it to Gertie.
That is American poetry
Green Day lyrics.
at its best. There you go.
I agree. Yep.
Who is Hans Christian Andersen? Is he the one that wrote
Masturbating
the
in
Grimm's
public
fairy
is
tales.
illegal. That's a public service announcement I was told to make. Quote Hans Christian Andersen.
To masturbate in public?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like, masturbating in public is not good, people. I was told to make this announcement. It's a direct quote.
Jork it in public?
That's right, Jork in public.
Is that actually a thing? Did he actually say something like that?
No.
Oh, because he did have a masturbation problem. So he wrote The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Where she turns into sea foam at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, he masturbated like crazy. This is like I was reading Hans Christian Andersen for my podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well let's look up the author, and usually there's like bad stuff. And there was bad stuff. One, he would invite women over to his house, have dinner and stuff, like completely just friends, nothing sexual, nothing, because he was a weird looking guy. No one was into him romantically. And then as soon as they left, he would run up to his bedroom and jerk off to that woman. And then write about it in his diary. Talk about the amount of his load for real, and like what the consistency was, how hot it was. He'd rate like how good the masturbation session was. Yeah, I'm not making any of this up. And then, and then he made friends with.
And he's like, now it's time for children's literature.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's the creepy part. So then he made friends with Charles Dickens through letters. And then Charles Dickens is like, well, you should come over. And like he had, at that point, remarried a 12-year-old or something.
Yeah.
Put his wife in the insane
Oh,
asylum.
yeah.
And so then he's like, come meet my child bride and, come stay with us for a while. He stayed for a really long time. Like he wasn't leaving. And Charles Dickens eventually had to kick him out. But also he kept fucking jerking off upstairs. And I guess they knew. Plus he had a diary where he was rating all of his sessions. And he had like multiple sessions a day. He was a freak. He was terrible. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do now with my Apple journaling app.
Yeah.
Is I'm rating
Make
all my
note
sessions.
of consistency and volume and temperature.
The temperature, yeah. And also like how hot was what I was imagining while I was doing it.
Oh, so the objective and the subjective.
Yes, I try to embrace it all. Let people get inside my mind a little bit.
Yeah, new take on the scientific method.
I work from home, so I'm doing it like 12 times a day. I can do it whenever I go take a piss.
Yeah. You just let something run and you go and jork it real quick.
Go jerk it real quick. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Well, anyways.
There's nothing wrong with the devil's, having your hands and playing with them. That's fine. The free time and all that. Playthings.
That's true. What is it?
Letting your hands be the devil's playthings. What's wrong with that? It's almost as if someone else is doing it at that point. So see?
Kind of. If I'm
So you're no longer culpable.
no longer, I'm not responsible.
I
after
like
a while.
And you're not alone.
Train
That's the
of,
thing. You're not
logic.
alone in being weird. It's just the devil's doing it, and
The devil's holding your hand.
you have a special
I should
relationship.
start calling my penis the devil's plaything. Kind of makes it sound dangerous a little bit, a little tough
a
and
little
sexy.
dangerous.
Ooh,
Right.
I'd hate
You're
to be with.
expecting something with horns or...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want people to be like nervous around me sexually if I'm in an elevator with them. That's kind of what I'm going for. Tough and sexy. Refer to my penis as the devil's plaything.
So then what happens when they see it and they see that it's just a normal man's penis?
Totally a normal man's penis.
Yeah.
They're like, obviously, you're not familiar with Satan. Enough
Yeah.
to know.
Satan's in all of us.
Well, Welcome to Two Books, One Cup. I'm the host this time, and I am so glad to be the host because I'm the best at it.
Indeed.
And here on Two Books, One Cup, it's a debate show where we take two things completely random that none of us know what they're going to be, and then the two people that are assigned to do it debate about it. So this week, it's Elton and Gertie who are going to be debating their two chosen topics, which I am not aware of, and they are not aware of their own or each other's. So first, let's start with Gertie. Hold on, that has the cup right now because you won
Currently have
last
the cup.
time. I lost at a very flawed system.
That's right.
Gertie, what have you done to the cup? So previously, the cup was dipped in silver, the cheapest,
the cheapest, thinnest silver coating I could muster. Yes.
Basically, and I think you said in the last
What did we
episode
call
when I was
it?
editing,
Chromified? Yeah,
metallified.
metallified.
I think you said in the last episode when I was editing it, I think you said at one point you kind of mumbled that you're allergic to nickel. Is that true?
It is true. It is true.
How do you exist in the world? Nickel is everywhere.
It's really more if it's prolonged contact. So as far as my jewelry goes, it has to be pure titanium or gold.
Oh, I see.
Or gold.
Yes.
Okay.
So every little bar that I have pierced through my body is titanium.
I have a secret to tell you.
So what happens if what? How do you know you're allergic? It discolors your skin or something? I don't know. What,
no, it just gives me eczema. Yeah.
that's a see.
Well, that explains it. Because I've
Pretty
been
much everything
slipping.
gives me eczema.
I've been slipping little bits of nickel into your mouth while you're sleeping.
Oh, do you?
See?
Yeah, and that's the reason why you've been
My
breaking
mom's
out.
older brother used to make her swallow nickels.
For real?
Yeah.
Weird.
Why?
Yeah, that's
Just
weird.
to be a terror.
That is fucked
What are
up.
you like?
Yeah.
Unless
She
he's
was a nightmare
laundering
of a
money,
person.
then I mean maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's laundering.
No, he was just on a lot of heroin.
Well, yeah, that would do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
As a teenager?
Probably.
You got to start
Did he hold a
sometime.
knife to her and say,
It was
swallow these
Woodridge,
nickels?
New Jersey. It was like the epicenter of.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's
How would she
probably
agree
dead.
to swallow nickels?
I don't think she
She
agreed.
didn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he
no,
hit him
it was
in
a bullying
sandwiches.
situation.
Oh, he forced them in her mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like fried chicken. He's like, well, that might be a bone or a nickel. I don't know. Just choke it down.
Puts
Whatever.
meat around a nickel.
And then she's like, a peanut butter jelly sandwich. She's like, might be bones. I don't know. Just eat it.
Yeah.
You know.
I love
Yeah.
she's eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich and hits a hard spot. Like, just keep going.
keep
Swallow
going.
it down.
No, no, no.
Why are you
It was
making fun of
whole
my cooking?
situation.
Yep.
Yeah. He'd also steal her younger sister. She had like a penguin plushie, and he would put it in the freezer, which I think is significantly cuter.
Kind of.
And
That's-
his argument
that's their
was
home.
that they like to be there, but she would cry a whole lot. And,
I think it's funny.
she also became a drug
Yeah, I
addict.
think it's
so-
funny
cool.
that
Yeah.
heroin would make that seem cute.
I'm pretty sure heroin makes everything seem cute, and that's why people like heroin.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
more about the. I was gonna make a Nickelback joke way back then, but I don't think it's fitting anymore.
Nah, leave it
No,
behind.
Yeah,
not once
Leave
we-
it behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I
just-
dropped the heroin bomb too early. I should have let it
I'll just
let it
take a-
go for a little bit longer.
Just take a photograph and just let it.
Yeah, there you go.
There,
God.
that was adjacent, but and it was forced. But whatever,
It's
I'm
fine.
not a-
Okay,
I'm
well,
not some
as the
heroin
host-
addict, so I don't know.
We're moving forward as the host. So
Yes.
you had dipped it in potentially nickel, removing the smell of Caesar's urine,
Yeah.
and covering the bedazzling
Just trapping it.
trapping.
It's not
That's true.
removed. It's just now
ensconcing it,
encapsulated.
Now someone can unearth it
Yeah.
or open it up later and take a whiff. But then you bedazzled it, and then now it's dipped
Mm-hmm.
in nickel or silver. And then what have you done with it since you've received it?
So I was watching The Valley, hit Bravo TV show, and
Great
I
show. Great show.
absent-mindedly
Yeah.
scratched the outline of a penis into it with my thumb.
God, yet another penis makes it onto the cup. Only,
God
Yeah.
damn it.
It's inescapable.
only the
So
written
you used your
testimony.
thumbnail and
The written
Yeah, it
testimonies
went
were
through
people
real easy.
physically slapping theirs on it, but you went the artistic route. Well done.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
very artistic.
People trying to throw mushroom tattoos on it, and you were like, "I'll do you one better."
yeah.
Bravo,
Madam.
Madam. Bravo.
Well,
Thank you.
let's start. I think you went first last time, so we're going to have Elton go first. Elton, what in this debate show are you providing to debate over?
I'm going to explain pretty handily why a smorgasbord is better than anything you've got.
Something that you just did today.
Yes. Oh, I mean, I've been there a few times before, but yes, I've gotten myself sick at it again, just so you know.
Oh. I'm surprised you're on the show right now because you just came back from it.
Oh, no, we're on the clock, buddy. Yeah.
Okay,
This
fine.
gut is brewing, and it's not going to end well. Not for me. You'll have nothing. You could just imagine how terrible it's going to be. I'll live it. But
Oh, we know. We went to Wildfire last night.
What is Wildfire?
And had a...
other than
It's a
Wildfire.
very nice steak restaurant.
It's a what?
Yeah, that serves meat.
Yeah, it's a steak restaurant.
It's a steak restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And I was celebrating my last day at work because I'm starting a new job next week.
Oh,
and we went with a
congratulations.
couple friends. Thank you. And we ordered a whole bunch of food and then paid very dearly for it.
A lot of money,
Like
and
within
also
the hour.
paid for it with our
We were having
anuses.
the waters.
Yeah, we're having the waters.
Yeah,
The brown
we
laser.
ate too much meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown.
So, yeah.
brown laser.
Oh, my
we
word.
were
Yes.
the way you are going to be in an hour is the way we were all night last
Yeah.
night.
So we do heavily empathize.
Oh, and,
Yeah.
and I had dessert with non-dairy whipped topping and half a glass of chocolate milk. So yeah,
Oof.
I not
Why
only
non-dairy and dairy together? What's
What are you trying to circumvent there?
I
It's
not
not
only
working.
brought the bomb into my body, but I cut the fuse too. So yeah.
yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
boy, it's going to be terrible. Oh, okay. So wait, am I talking about the smorgasbord now? Is that
Yes, this is your thing.
You are
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Bring up your topic.
the smorgasbord? Is better because it does, for me personally, I believe that it is meant as a show of a feat of strength, but of the culinary kind. Not only for the cook, to show that not only is he better, but he can cook in large volumes, and that's impressive. But also, as you eat your way through it, it is a from beginning to end, it is a showing of not only how far you're willing to take yourself physically and murder yourself later, but also that you are your worldview is expanded, because all the smorgasbord has a bunch of different not to lie, shit foods from all over the world, and you could just travel around the world, and it just shows how worldly you are in a way that can only be done at a proper smorgasbord.
So it's buffet.
Yes,
It's like a buffet.
kind
Did you say buffet?
Buffet.
It's a buffet.
It's a buffet, but with three.
Thank you.
Well, but with four
buffet.
buffets in it. Yes, it is the king
So
of
I
all
love that
buffets. Yes.
your significant other can look at you and say,
Wow.
"Where's your mouth right now?" And you'll say, "My mouth is in India,
Yes.
tasting the delights of their culture."
Yeah.
And it's like, now my mouth is in southern Wales as I'm having whatever this part of the dish is. So you're saying you're traveling the world with the flavors.
Yes, it shows that you're adventurous, and not only are you
See?
adventurous within your own body, saying, "You know what, my body understands its limits, but I don't care about them," and so you're willing to say, I am going to push myself to the limit, which can just be expounded upon for the rest of your life. So in other areas of your life. So whoever's watching you, I mean, I don't know why they'd just be strictly observing you and not eating, but were they to be strictly observing you, they would be like, wow, he pushes himself beyond his limitation. If anything, it just goes to show how far this man is willing to go in this world, and God damn it, I want to be on board with it. And that.
Okay, that's a beautiful opening on that one.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
It was all off the top of my head and not planned in any way at all. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the show seems to go this way, and it's a struggle coming up with topics. Poor Gertie was struggling just a couple hours ago, and I was trying to give her ideas, like, I don't know, what about ghosts? And she's like, no, but she eventually came up with something. But yeah, I'm starting to think we need to bring a guest on the show so we can all take a break.
oh, yes,
This is only like our third or fourth episode.
Yeah, that's true. We'll bring some people in. Okay, Gertie.
So, unfortunately,
Can it beat a buffet?
$2, 1 cup.
It's not a buffet. It's a smorgasbord, damn it.
I think I can. I think I can. It's just that we are in a direct head-to-head.
Oh, my God.
Culinarily.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know.
So this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to need you to come back with me.
Oh, boy. What are we doing?
There's adventures happening? Real
It's
adventures?
the Revolutionary War.
Oh, my God, there are sounds.
Can you hear them?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can.
It's the Battle of Trenton in the Revolutionary War. All right? You're surrounded by men that are hungry, they're tired, they're fighting for their right for taxation with representation only, okay?
Okay.
No taxation without representation, all right?
Lord.
I see.
Let's fade out. Let's fade out.
We're fading.
Okay, we got it.
We're fading out,
Yeah,
people.
we're fading.
It's still
We're
going.
fading
Yeah.
musically. Okay.
We got to get the sound guy in on this. He's lacking. He's slacking. Fade. Studio
le-
fade.
Legend has it
Oh, legends.
that Colonel John Taylor needed to feed his men. How better to do it
Then your own toast.
than with a roll of salty cured meat?
Oh, God damn it. Is this that roll from New Jersey, the meat thing?
In 1856, John Taylor created Taylor's Prepared Ham.
Taylor ham.
Taylor
It's a
ham.
salted. It's
See, wait,
Have you ever had it?
Never had this.
Oh,
No, I haven't.
that's
Oh, you
that's a
have
goddamn
it? Oh,
shame.
it's the first thing she brought over when
I
she
brought
came to
one
visit
from
me
New
in
Jersey,
Minneapolis.
yeah.
She had
Put
it
in
on the
my bag.
plane.
At
I
Newark
see.
Airport, they swabbed it for explosives. It was actually really funny. They pulled it out of my bag, looked at me, swabbed it, threw it back in. It was great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So,
And I was just like, it tastes like Spam. I don't know. It's okay. And you're like, it does not taste like Spam.
We'll get
you got
to
all
that.
mad at
We'll
me.
get to that.
All
We'll
right,
get to
go
that.
on. I'll stop interrupting.
yes,
We'll get to that. This was just the opening, my opening argument.
Okay, so
I want you.
that was the opening
Taylor ham.
salvo. That was a salvo, if you will.
yeah,
It was.
see.
yeah, she
Yeah.
lobbed something dangerous towards you, and
Yeah.
now you have to defend
I'm,
yourself.
I'm going for it. I'm
Okay, I see.
fighting.
All right. Well,
Okay,
if we're going with history, okay, I'll counter that history by going even. Well, I don't know. Is it further back? What's the 16th century? That's what 15, right? 16.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
did you look up the history of buffets?
No.
Me?
What'd you say?
No.
16th century?
16th century. That's 17.
So 1500s.
1700s.
Okay,
right?
No,
fine.
1500s.
1500s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I think so. I don't know. I get turned around in history.
20th.
That's why I'd be a terrible time traveler. Just so you know. I'd be like 16s,
Yeah,
and they'd be like,
plus,
no, 15s or
Yeah.
14s or fucking.
No, I
who
don't
knows.
know how geological time works.
Yeah,
I just
Gertie
know
and
it
I have been
exists.
having a couple cocktails, getting ready to do the other show and stuff, and so we're both very stupid right now.
Yeah.
That's more
So this
fun.
might be a slam dunk for you.
Oh man, I should
Yeah.
beer it up, man. I don't know. I was gonna do shrooms later, but I can. Okay, so the history portion. Okay, so a smorgasbord can be traced back to the Swedish merchant and upper class communities of the 16th century that we were just not too sure about, and it served distinctly different purposes than its modern incarnation of just four buffets to stuff your face with. During this period, affluent families, see, it's got an upper end culture to it. Affluent families in Sweden and Finland would serve, I can't believe they're doing this, a modest buffet arrangement on what was known as a Bravensbord or snaps table, which functioned as an appetizer course before the main meal. Can you imagine that? A smorgasbord before a meal. That's how they did it back then.
It's like charcuterie.
Sweden and
Oh,
Finland.
charcuterie, sure.
But the earliest form consisted of simple but elegant offerings, including bread, butter, cheese, herring, and various types of liquors, which wasn't at the one I was at, but goddamn it would make it so much better. I need to write an email. Though, more elaborate versions might have included smoked salmon, which they had there, sausages, which they had, breakfast sausages, because when I went, it was a brunch, and they had cold cuts at this one, which they don't have at that one, because apparently this one sucks. But that is a brief history, which doesn't have any warring in it. So if anything, smorgasbords are all about peace and getting drunk over salmon and sausages or whatever, at least back then. But
No,
what?
no.
See?
It's not about peace. It's about wealth.
It's about
We're
stuff
talking
in your
boots
face.
on the ground. We're talking about people on the road, people getting shit done, people fighting for our country. In this political climate, we care about round, cylindrical, cured ham food products.
Wait,
Is it okay?
As we
It's
will see.
cylindrical?
Might I add cock-like
It is, yeah, it's just a fucking cylinder
of
of
meat?
cured ham products.
Like my devil's
pork-
plaything.
Pork products. Well, I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I have more information
Oh,
about
Lord.
that.
Oh my!
Okay.
Oh, no,
And
oh,
it's
no,
packed
God damn it! I
into-
gotta hear the devil's plaything information.
It's packed and sewn into a roll of cotton where you can still buy it in that form today.
Really?
It's in a fabric roll, and you just cut slices off of it.
And you-
it's very practical.
Wait, you eat the
very on the
cotton?
go for the working man.
You don't
no,
eat the cotton.
you throw the cotton away.
What do you do with the cotton? Make a
Yeah, this
shirt or
isn't-
something?
No,
like a
that's
ham
just how it's
shirt?
packaged.
Like a ham
They probably
shirt.
Just how it's packaged.
Pillows with
It's
it.
like, have you ever had a sausage casing that needed to be cut off the sausage before you eat it?
No, I'm
It's
not
just like
nearly
that.
that fancy. No.
No, I know.
Mine
I'm
comes-
used to the, what is it, brie cheese, where it's covered in that wax, and I kind of
The
just
rinds.
always eat the wax.
You're supposed to eat the rinds
Oh, are you? The
of a
white
brie.
is it not
You
brie?
can eat brie, Ryan.
It's like
Yeah.
it looks like a hockey puck, and it's white and kind of powdery on the top, and then you
Yeah.
cut it, and it's all gooey in
That's
the
the
center.
mold. Yeah.
Yeah, I eat all of it.
You can eat it.
Oh, you can eat it?
Yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was just wax.
No, the wax is wax, like a Baby Bell cheese.
The Baby Bell cheese, you don't
Yeah,
eat
you
that.
can't eat that.
No, I mean that's clearly plastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wax.
Well, let's move on.
Sound
So this thing's wrapped in cotton,
Yeah.
and then people take it into their mouths.
Well, yeah, you just have it on the. You can like strap it to your belt and you hike, and then you can eat it because it's pre-cooked.
You can take it into your mouth.
It's cured. Yeah,
Yeah.
you take it into your mouth.
deep into your mouth. Okay.
So in 1956, John Taylor created and mass-produced.
Was he still alive in 1956?
This
Because-
is I'm divorcing the legend from the reality here.
Okay.
It's unsubstantiated whether or not there was a Colonel John Taylor that created pork roll, as it's come to be known, for his soldiers.
Okay.
What we do know is that in 1856, John Taylor did create Taylor's prepared ham. What is funny is that,
I hope this is funny.
yeah, what's funny is that the Pure Food and Drug Act of 1906 changed the legal definition of ham.
No?
So he could no longer call it Taylor's ham.
You had to call it
Yeah.
So
tube steak?
Tube steak, Devil's Playground.
no, that's where you get the term pork roll.
Oh, I thought maybe bologna
Thus-
pony or something of that sort.
No, bologna's a completely different meat. That's yeah. We're
Look,
not no.
let's just let
that'll
Gertie
be
get
next
this out of
time.
her
I have a
system.
lot to
Yes.
say about that.
She's really worked up. Let's just let her get
So-
it out of the system.
You ask anyone from the East Coast or from the New Jersey area,
Here we
and
go.
they're going to tell you that everyone wants to fucking argue about whether or not it's Taylor ham or it's pork roll. Taylor ham is a brand name. Pork roll is the Walmart version of Taylor ham.
Shitty version.
Because in 1908, after they decided that they couldn't call it ham anymore, they also decided that you couldn't copyright the term pork roll, thus birthed all of these other companies creating and distributing
Bastards, if you
pork
will,
roll,
yeah.
and Taylor could do nothing about it. So if you buy Taylor ham, it's the brand name.
Oh.
It's like buying Kleenex or you're buying tissues, right?
Or Xerox. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Sure, exactly.
Yeah. Right.
But it at the end of the day,
It's all the same.
salty cured ham in a log, or you can buy it by the slice. But why would you do that? Buy it by the log and slice it yourself, you lazy sack of shit.
Man, going hard at the
Do you want to
ham
know
cutters.
what ham legally is?
Dead
pig.
Dead pig.
No,
Dead pig.
no, it's not.
Cooked dead
Because there are a
pig.
lot of pieces of dead pig.
Oh, yeah.
You can get bacon, you can get loins,
Ears. Tongue.
ears and
Tongue.
snouts and stuff. Yeah.
Tongue. Ugh.
So think of all the parts of a pig.
Mm-hmm.
In order for it to be called ham legally, in the United States at least,
The buttocks.
it has
Gotta
to
be
be
ass.
the cured leg.
The cured leg?
Leg.
Yep, it has to be
Not
leg.
the buttocks.
Yep.
Yeah, the ass, yeah.
Which is, you can legally call
You the ham
turkey
ass.
ham products, right? Quote unquote turkey ham or turkey pork,
Disgusting.
turkey
Weird.
bacon.
Not real turkey.
They can only call it that because it has to come from the same part that its correspondent pork comes from. So a turkey ham is made from the turkey thigh. Just the same as a ham steak is made from swine thigh.
So the ham, the term ham is just where it's from on the pig?
Yes.
Fuck? What?
That is legal ham.
And so to be clear,
you cannot take a cut of loin from a pig and call it ham. That is illegal.
it's okay.
So
They're
wait,
gonna find you.
wait, is that why bacon? Is that the same thing for the term bacon? No,
What is bacon?
Yes.
What's that from? What part of the body is
because
bacon
there's
from?
Canadian
Oh,
bacon,
that's
and
a
it's
great idea.
round.
Let's look
and
it
what
up.
the fuck? Now I'm
Also, I'm going to make a point.
okay. Yes.
This Gertie's argument is becoming less about why Gertie's thing is better than your thing. Now it's just Gertie getting pissed off about the legalities of what counts as ham.
No.
She's going off on a thing right
I'm
now.
not pissed off about it.
goddamn
I
But
think
it's
ham
also
regulator.
it's also
I learned something new, and I
It's-
wanted to share it with
I
you.
did too.
also
That's fucking
dragging
ham.
both Elton and I in to the world of this political pig body where suddenly like you're asking questions and I have so like I'm not against what you're doing. I'm getting sucked in where now I want to know what's a hawk.
Oh yeah. The fuck
I've
is
always
a
heard
ham
hawk.
hock?
I always thought that was
Son of a bitch.
yeah, ham hawk. I always thought that was like what, like a leg or something. What is a hawk?
God
But
damn it.
Right now, Gertie's looking some stuff up.
God damn it! Now, well,
Yeah, let me
fucking
see
now.
if I can find that for you.
I know we're talking about this more than your thing.
Yeah, well, mine involves ham. I mean, it's on the table, literally
It
at the
is on the
smorgasbord
table.
in various forms, cubed and sliced or whatever. But the fact that it is a cut and not just a thing on its own.
Not the animal. Yeah, exactly.
A ham
Wild.
hock, it comes from the pig's leg, specifically around the ankle area.
God, who the fuck wants that? Jesus.
Yeah.
And now I hate ham hocks,
Huh.
and I've never even had them. I don't think.
I've
Why
always
would
heard the
that
term
upset
hawk.
you?
That's wild.
I always thought it was like the upper thigh or something.
Bacon is typically from the pork belly.
The belly.
I
Okay.
thought it was the back. God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, back bacon.
So,
Because you're.
Yeah.
We're talking about Gertie's
You
thing
can
a
have
lot
so
more than yours.
streaky
right?
No,
bacon
that's
could
fine.
be
I mean,
pork belly, or you might call it side bacon, and then there's back bacon, which is a combination of loin and belly in a single cut. So it looks like there's some crossover there.
How do you
Yeah,
get?
that seems weird.
How do you get from the back to the gut in a single cut? That's some wild cutting.
It's because it's loin and gut together creates what they think the muscles on the back are
Yeah,
like.
because loin
Oh my
loin
God.
is
We're talking about
closer to the
butchering pigs right
spine.
now.
Yeah, loin
Yeah.
is not groin like we joke about loins. We were talking about our genitals.
Yeah.
So you might think it's the belly, but it's
Now we're
not. The tenderloin is
talking about
closer to the back in a
Cutting
pig.
groins.
Yeah.
Whoever
Yeah.
named parts of a pig
Stupid.
is kind of an idiot.
Yeah, kind of a dipshit.
stupid.
Yeah. And I don't
Kind
know.
of an asshole.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but I feel like I want ham to be from the pig's ass, and not.
Me
It's-
Not the
too.
leg.
Well, yeah,
That's just-
it's like Heinz.
It's not the same.
It's Heinz quarter.
Hind
Yeah.
quarter. I know, because I always refer to my own butt cheeks as hams.
So there's the leg, and then
Nah.
in the center, up high is the loin, low is the belly. But then there's kind of this angular cut, which is called the chump. The chump.
Oh my!
What's the angular cut? Is it like above the butt cheeks?
It's kind of in between the butt cheeks.
Asshole
Here.
meat.
It's like between the tail.
Oh, it's kind of like where you put a tramp stamp. That's your chump.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god! So when
Yeah.
I
Then
call
why
people,
would you call someone a chump?
Because
Yeah.
of that? It's you're right above a pig's
Yeah.
ass. What's worse?
Yeah, because you're a pig's ass. Yeah.
Could be.
Huh.
You could be.
Okay.
And then asshole is below that. So there's a ranking. See, it goes from the
That makes
chump
sense, yeah.
to asshole, and then
I
Yeah.
like that most insults in the English language are based on the pig's body.
on how
That makes
far down
sense.
the pig's ass you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would love it if they called like a pig's chubby ankle like a cankle. And like that came from a pig too. Like there's so many insults that are all based on this animal.
That is wild, huh? Now I
Okay,
know.
well let's move on. So we've made our basic arguments, and you've set them up. So now we're prepared to release you to in the arena of battle.
No,
But before that, let's go to commercial.
I do so enjoy sharing knowledge. So being, I shall share some with you. York Furrier of Elmhurst is the finest furrier in the world by a considerable margin. York Furrier is the finest because of attention to detail. I like that. Because of quality, exclusivity, because of fashion and fur design, and because York Furrier uses only the finest fur from the world over. I'm telling you all this, which you probably already knew, so that I can tell you about York Furrier's August Fur Sale, where you can select from York's wonderful fur creations and save hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You really shouldn't pass it by. August Fur Sale savings from the finest furrier in the world, York Furrier of Elmhurst. I do so enjoy sharing this with you.
The finest furrier in the world, York Furrier of Elmhurst, helping you to say it best for over a half century.
107 North York Road, Elmhurst.
And we're back. So now the arena of battle begins. Gertie talked a lot about a pig's body and all the soft parts of it. And now...
How ham is an ass. Yeah.
How ham... Yeah. And so now, Elton, go on. This is the battle part. Defend your smorgasbord against a Taylor ham.
Well, where Taylor ham is an amalgamation of pig parts stuffed into a tube shape and salted. Smorgasbord... A smorgasbord not only keeps people alive via the food on the smorgasbord, but it keeps people alive via the revenue it generates in this, our capitalist hellscape in which we've all found ourselves in. So, the modern
and enjoying.
and enjoying some, well, most of us not, but fine. Modern smorgasbord operations have developed pretty sophisticated approaches to revenue generation. They leverage, okay, both the traditional format's appeal of tons of fucking food at low prices and contemporary business innovations. The fixed price model, okay, the one price eats all kind of thing, is inherent in smorgasbord dining, okay? And it provides restaurants with predictable revenue. Tons of hungry assholes in, tons of hungry assholes out. And then those streams offer customers a perceived value. That's the key word here, perceived value. Through unlimited access to diverse, there's the worldly thing, bunch of curry-flavored nonsense and maybe something they call Danish, but what do you know? You've never been there.
I don't know why you don't lean more into that. The
international
culture, the world
offerings?
Cultures in your mouth.
Because okay, first off, it is, but it's okay. You've never been around the world to see if all this is authentic, so that's not for me to decide. It's neither here nor there. Bring in some Danes, let them eat, and tell me it's wrong. Okay, but I'm not footing that bill. So what all this does is it provides a predictable revenue. When you offer a bunch of food, people will show up, and then they will throw down money and feed the family that made the smorgasbord. So it's hungry jerks in, feeds more jerks on the other side via money. And I doubt the owners eat out of the smorgasbord because, I mean, come on, eventually you do get tired of all the shit. But whatever.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you divvy it up. You get, you get some Pakistani food in there, Afghani food, all things you probably figured out on a TikTok recipe video. But whatever. That's not for me to do. But still.
I was going to say, as the owner, you're just like, I'm so tired of having anything I could ever imagine. I just want a simple ear of corn and potatoes next to it, and that's all I want.
Oh, they have that. That is available. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's true. You can't get away from the smorgasbords, having everything you could ever want.
Yeah, it is nice. It is very nice.
Do you think if you own a smorgasbord restaurant that, since there is no food you haven't already tried a million times at massive volumes, that you just start to eat weird things like your own feces or drink your own piss? You don't think so?
I think that would take a while.
Oh.
If anything, you would incorporate them into the recipes first, just to.
Oh yeah,
divvy it
possibly.
up. Little
Gertie
bit
didn't like
change.
my little joke. Gertie gave me quite a look.
No, because why would
You
you
would-
put piss or shit in something that's already not really palatable? What's the point of that? You just eat the not really palatable thing,
For someone defending a salted meat.
which is delicious and versatile.
Versatile.
And tube-shaped. What part of the pig did the tube shape come from?
It's not a direct cut of meat. It's ground and salted and cured, but
So
it is very versatile.
So it's all the meats. I get it.
I'm still loving that you played patriotic American music as you started
I know,
talking about
Yeah,
it.
Not gonna lie.
Like, you
I'm
really
not gonna
planned
top
that thing.
That is.
it's all about
That was
presentation.
theatrical. I liked it.
I know. Next time I have to do mine, I'm going to have Foley work involved where there's like footsteps playing in the background and like,
Yeah.
you
I'm
know,
gonna have to
sound of
fucking
crickets.
bring in characters and fucking. We're gonna
Yeah,
have to dress up.
Yeah,
Have to get costumes. Fucking shit.
I might just
We're
do
gonna
my
have to
own
make this a
impression of
visual medium.
like if then my next thing involves George Washington, I'll just play the character of George Washington the entire time on the episode. I am George Washington, like that kind of, and you'll get really annoyed. Like, can you just please break character, Glenn?
or
I'm
I'll
like, nope.
like it.
Or maybe you'll like it. You'll finally make love to me.
We'll finally consummate our marriage.
Exactly, which I'm still waiting for.
Okay. So we're talking about how cheap it is and plentiful. Cheap and plentiful. Doesn't get much better than that. The scalability of the Smorgasbord and its operations presents a significant advantage for restaurant businesses seeking to maximize customer volume. So on both sides of the equation, everyone is benefiting. As far
Is
as
it
salty
scalable?
ham, yes.
Like, could you
According to-
take an entire like arena, like a football stadium, and then just make it a giant smorgasbord, and people will show up, and you'll still make your money?
Well, here, see, research indicates that restaurants offering an eclectic culinary theme can increase foot traffic by over 25%, demonstrating the market appeal of diverse dining options. So, maybe, yeah.
I'm
You get
blown
a
away
football
that you
stadium?
did look up the economic impact of a smorgasbord.
Well, see, here's the thing. I can go on for hours, buddy. I love Smorgasbord so much that I researched it for all of not many minutes. But here it is.
Okay, so fine. You've made your economic argument.
Sure.
Now it's
Yes.
Gertie's turn.
I
To
have
make
an,
her argument.
an
To
economic
tell why salty
argument.
meats help people
Yeah.
when they give them heart attacks. That's doctor speaking at me.
I have an economic argument and a versatility argument, and then I'm going to lob it back to you.
Okay, here
No,
goes.
So, as of today, Taylor ham is valued at about 47 cents per ounce versus gold, which is $3,304.50 per ounce as per the APMEX, making it an excellent value for your money.
I was wondering where that was going. Like, is it worth as much as gold? But no, it's just a good
Clearly
value.
not. It's a fraction. It's a
That
fraction.
was brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Holy shit. Well, I was wondering why she's kind of quiet while you were talking, because you're saying funny stuff and I'm laughing, and I look over at her and she's just staring at her phone, and I'm like, what, you check out? But no, she was researching.
Yeah, he said economy, and I said bet. Do you know how much pork roll you could buy?
For an ounce of gold?
Yeah, if you had a whole shitload of golds, you could have like basically 3,300 times the amount.
A cathedral of meat.
You could have a cathedral of salted cured meat
A
stacked
stadium
in neat
of meat.
tubes. Neat and easy to carry tubes.
Too
Not
meat.
only that,
Exactly.
to me, I have.
You're not even
What?
okay. I'm not.
What?
No, I'm not going
What?
to even
Do
help
it.
you with
Do
your
it.
argument
Do
here.
it.
The fact
Do
that
it.
it is.
I know, we got a delay going on, so it's we're always like talking over each other a little bit, but go on, Elton. What's your argument?
No. It's not my argument. I want to hear. I'm surprised you haven't brought up the versatility of the tube shape.
I know. I've already said it's the devil's playground.
The
I'm waiting for that to
The
come up.
tube
to be
itself
like,
is
no, I can't
that's
eat
not
it.
the versatile part. It's the meat itself is versatile.
Oh, she's keeping to the point. She's not going to go for the easy jokes. It's not like we're like...
it's not insertable. It's a log.
It's the reason why I won't bring up Philip K. Dick as an author's... for the argument, because the penis
stick.
Jokes. Yeah, okay.
You can insert a pepperoni stick. You can't insert a Taylor ham. And if you take that as a challenge, I want you to email us pictures.
Ooh, no, I don't want to see that at all.
No, God damn it, I want to see it. It's not
because if anyone actually listens to this show and they're like, "I'll stick a Taylor ham."
2 out of 3 of us agree that we want pictures, you're outruled.
For my own self-abuse.
All you're going to get is guys sticking Taylor hams up their butts and stuff. Is that what you want to see?
This is an equal opportunity. This is an equal opportunity adventure we're tossing out here.
I don't want to see it from either side. I don't want to see men or women sticking a Taylor ham in their spots. Grah.
Where the fuck did this go? But
when I was in junior high, my friend Corey had gotten his hands on a porn video, and so we watched it, and it was a woman who was wearing like an entire back brace that's also holding, like supporting her neck. So she's sitting on a pool table, and then this woman who's supposed to be the aide for her, like helping her get around, puts her on the pool table apparently, and then shoots a pool cue straight into her you-know-what. And it disappeared.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and that image was not fun, and that has never left me my entire life. I don't want to see Taylor ham. Yeah, like or not the pool cue, sorry, like the cue ball. The cue ball. Like I'm sorry, the ball went into the hoo-ha.
I feel like that would just bounce off. You kind of need some...
No, she was kind of holding it open, even though she's wearing a back brace. I don't know why the back brace played a role in this scenario, but...
Was there a ramp?
There was a back brace.
No, there was a back brace and it supported her neck and everything, as if she like suffered a car crash, and she's just sitting there. And I think she was holding open her hootie hoo. The meat curtains were pulled back, and shot the pool cue, cue ball,
the
cue ball straight into the hootie hoo.
What kind?
And to this day, I saw that when I was like 12 years old, and I have never forgotten it, and I do not like it. So I don't want to see any Taylor ham pictures being sent to us.
What kind of?
I don't know. Corey got it. I don't know where he got it from. Like a friend of a friend loaned it to him.
Basement porno that involves handicapped people in braces and cue balls and shit. Oh. I feel like I missed out now. Like I just got standard Jenna Jameson, or I got Samantha Fox and all those 80s people that I found in a box in the woods. Weirdly enough, there's a lot of porn in the woods. I don't know if you know that. There's a lot of porn out there in the woods.
A lot.
Yeah, just hiding out there. But I've never once run across any porno with anyone wearing any kind of corrective devices.
That's the weird part.
Nobody in back braces. Nobody in neck braces.
Yeah, exactly.
Human sexuality has been weird. Somewhere. Yeah, you definitely did, because human sexuality has been weird since the beginning of time. Yeah, so it really doesn't surprise me.
I also have to make a point that I think it's weird that anyone from the Gen X group, or even a little bit later, before people were really sitting inside on their laptops and stuff, and I'm not saying this to be cute, like it's a real thing. There's a strip of woods kind of by everyone where they live. Mm-hmm. And there's always a plastic bag with a bunch of porn that somebody left. And so me and all my friends, we play outside because it's the Gen X thing. So you're running around all day and like your parents don't know who you are. And we're in the woods and we're like playing war and whatever. And then there's always like a bag of porn. So we had a bag of porn in our woods that some older kid left there. Mm-hmm. And then, like, they also brought out, like, a sofa. Not a sofa, but, like, a little easy chair or whatever, like a lazy boy. Mm-hmm. So they're, like, trying to make it a cool hangout.
Yeah, a little nest.
Like a little nest.
A little jerk-off nest.
Yeah, and us little kids would, like, stumble across this, and, like, we're hanging out playing. And then there's a bunch of porn in a bag. I'm kind of weirded out that that's a real thing a lot of people experience that doesn't exist anymore. And why did it exist to begin with? Why was there always porn in a bag in the woods?
Because you couldn't keep it at home. Your mom or wife would find it, and then...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need to hide somewhere.
Yeah. I always thought it was a bunch of older dudes living with their parents. They're like, I can't have them find this, so they hid it out in the woods. And they would... I don't know when they would go and do a porn retrieval.
I know, and what do you can't bring it back home, so you're just jerking off in the woods? Like, I don't understand. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I never thought about that.
I never thought about that either. Thanks, Gertie.
You never jerked it in the woods?
Did you jerk it in the woods?
No.
No.
I would go outside.
You wouldn't
God,
see because
no.
you were part of the generation that never left the house.
I didn't. I downloaded all my porn off of LimeWire.
Yeah, I did too.
I had to get Porn Max secondhand or steal them. Yeah, good old.
Yeah, that
fashioned
was
way.
the thing. Where I lived, it was a row of townhomes, and all the attics were connected. There was nothing stopping you from walking 5 townhomes over and then being in somebody else's attic. So we would just basically go from one home to another through the attics and just dig through their shit, and I found a lot of porn. A lot of porn.
Oh my goodness!
They had to
excuse
hide
me.
it all.
They had to hide it up in
Yeah.
the attic, yeah. So, but in the woods, that was a weird phenomenon. Okay,
We don't
so
have to
anyways,
hide it anymore. We can all just watch porn in public, and a lot of people do.
yes, that's true. Oh wait, well, back to the point because
Okay.
we're straying really hard. So back to what you're talking about. So, economically, Taylor ham is a
Good
great
value.
Anything
And
else?
Also, Smorgasbord. Great value.
Nope, we're not
Just
talking
like-
about yours right now. We're talking
I know,
about
I'm just
Gertie's.
saying, just
Also,
yelling over the thing, you know.
so you made your value comment. I made my value comment, and now I am countering with versatility.
Here we go.
I hold in front of me a recipe book, vintage recipe book based on the art, I'm assuming 50s, and also just the contents. Because a lot of it is what you'd expect, right? A baked Taylor pork roll where it's presented as if it is a pork loin, just in log form. Basted and baked with pineapple rings like a ham.
Oh, gross.
Or you could slice it up and put it in a
I like
salad
pineapple
with...
on ham.
Yeah, it's delicious. You could slice it and throw it in a salad. You could make croquettes. My personal favorite from this book is the pork roll shortcake, where diced
What?
Taylor ham and cooked peas and pimentos, mushrooms are all mixed together with biscuit mix and
my
baked
word.
together.
Oh, what?
Sounds like a nightmare.
Oh, it's
Well,
getting worse.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had a
What's
cornbread
happening?
with cut up hot dogs in it?
No.
What?
Is that an
No.
East Coast thing?
It's delicious.
Elton,
no.
have you ever had that?
Oh, no. I'm from Oklahoma. I don't claim any of this stuff.
That sounds like
no.
a nightmare. No, the Midwest has like the Jell-O with like cubes of ham floating in it and stuff. Like we have
What
that
the
disgusting
fuck?
Well,
stuff.
then
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
relate to
Oh,
the
my
salad
word,
ring.
right.
It's 2 cups of chopped pork roll with
Mm-hmm.
unflavored gelatin, and then you mix together paprika,
Yeah, what?
diced celery, heavy cream, and then
Oh.
also boiling water to melt that gelatin, and then you set it in a ring, and you have you can unmold it on a platter of lettuce and mayonnaise.
Gross. That's what my grandma used to make things along those lines.
What
Yeah.
is-
And there's always mayonnaise as if it was like a frosting on top, just a slab of mayonnaise. It was so gross.
What
I don't
is
know why.
happening?
It's
It's
delicious.
a weird. It's
It
like a
seems-
weird
Yep.
Depression era thing. It's strange. Apparently,
It seems
gelatin
like-
was like free.
Yeah, it seems like you let a dementia patient loose on a ham roll. That's what it seems like.
Well, over time, it became more commonly used, sliced, fried, and placed on a sandwich. This was very East Coast, and then Trenton is more inland. It's close to Philadelphia, where you would get these pork roll or Taylor ham sandwiches, thus birthed the Taylor ham egg and cheese sandwich.
Lord.
I have
Oh
more to
my
say
God.
about that after Elton makes his argument about versatility.
Verse?
Okay. Well, I mean, this would be a great spot for another ad, so I think I'm going to do that. I don't know why.
I'm gonna piss.
Man, if your friends call you the silver fox, you like your gray hair. It's your trademark. But if your hair is a streaky, mousy, tired-looking gray, you don't like it. Colorex is the answer to men's tired-looking gray hair. Colorex lets you decide the color of your hair, whether you leave the cream on for 3 minutes for light brown, 5 minutes for medium brown, or 10 minutes for a richer brown. Your hair will have the highlights that make hair look natural. Colorex, generous 2 to 4 month supply. Use only as directed.
Welcome back. So, Gertie just talked about versatility being her main counterpoint, and now it's up to Elton to try and compete with that. Go ahead, Elton.
Well, the versatility of a smorgasbord? Is that what you're arguing against? There's nothing but tons of different kinds of food on there. Anybody that comes there or goes to, anyone who arrives at a smorgasbord is guaranteed to have a versatile choosing of different foods and things that just everything, desserts, main courses, things that are goopy, lots of goopy things. And tons and tons of different kinds of bread. And who doesn't like bread? There's cornbread, there's rolls, there's honey rolls, which is amazing. And then there's other breads. Toast, maybe? That's pretty sure that's it.
Just keep leaning heavy on those breads.
Yeah, you already
Cinnamon
struck down
rolls,
shoe
you
fly
get it,
pies. So.
You get it all. The versatility of your, whatever you want for your taste buds and or gorging and making yourself shit a lot later. But
that's true. That's versatility in itself.
Yes.
So you're saying less of taking one item and trying to force it to be more of something than it really is, which is the ham, which you're putting in Jell-O and doing all
It's
sorts
not
of
ham. Okay. It's legally not ham.
All right, fine. All right, God damn it.
Ham product.
In his case, he's saying it's just different food.
All versatile.
His thing is that it's just different food all over the place. You don't
bring
have to
yourself
make
to
one
it.
thing more exciting.
I understand.
Yeah, okay. All right. So
I have listening comprehension.
I know. I'm recapping for the listener. I'm being a good host.
Okay,
I'm not talking
sure.
to you.
He's being the bestest host we've ever had, ever.
I am a great host.
Great
Okay,
fantastic
so now
Fantastic.
you can add on
Kiss
top
the
of
net
her argument with your own argument. Do you have something else you want to add in? Because we're getting up to the
I
wrap
only
up.
have a final argument left.
Oh, you got a final argument?
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is your chance to add another thing, and then we're going to go to final arguments.
For-
Do you have anything else, Elton?
For me, about my smorgasbord stuff,
Yeah.
I was going to say nonsense, but it is not nonsense. It is amazing. The broader benefits of a smorgasbord extends well beyond their commercial applications to encompass, ready for this, cultural preservation, community building, and educational functions on the different kinds of food, both brought worldwide, and how to make different desserts, what they taste like, and all that stuff. The social cohesion and cultural understanding that comes with it is fantastic, and there's a multifaceted benefit on what a smorgasbord is.
That's a good point.
It's not merely
That's a good point.
It's not merely a dining option, but it's a cultural institution that serves important social functions while generating, of course, economic value for the bastard that owns it. So
that is a great argument, but it does look like Gertie is holding her phone up triumphantly. She has a counterpoint,
Oh, my word.
perhaps.
that's a pretty.
So before we go to final
I have a very
arguments,
strong closing argument.
do you want to get into it now, or
Very
do you want to
strong.
add to what you just said?
Well, it's exactly in line with what you just said.
okay.
So do you have another closing argument, or are we just going head to head?
No.
tit
We
for
haven't
tat
done
this whole
closing
time?
arguments yet.
Oh no! I'm just
Okay.
the evolution and adaptation of the smorgasbord tradition suggests it's going to be around for a long time, and it has been around for a long time. Whether people that eat salted ham will be around for a long time is a totally different thing. But just saying that, dropping that in there as a jab, if you will, about ham.
To add to your argument, because I love taking sides, because I hate my wife. To add to your argument, where languages sometimes can be lost and not preserved, smorgasbords maintain and never lose taste.
No.
Well, it could mean anything. It's so broad that it could almost mean anything. I can put several types of prepared Taylor ham on a cutting board and call it a smorgasbord.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's a stretch.
smorgasbord is a very general term.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
She did shoot it down a little bit.
If you want to talk cultural relevance, every single person in New Jersey has an opinion about Taylor ham and or pork roll, however you want to call it.
Are you doing your closing argument right now?
But
Because I have not announced that we're officially doing
in
closing
April
arguments.
14th,
God damn.
2016,
I'm the host.
Assemblyman Tim Eustace put forth...
Are you doing your closing argument or not?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
just
good,
giving
good,
you
good.
information.
Good.
I
Okay,
mean,
good.
I
She's
feel like this is a
filibustering.
strong closing argument.
Filibustering.
But don't do it yet.
She's
Don't
filibustering.
do it yet.
Oh,
I have
my
to.
word.
I'm the host.
He put forward legislature
My entire
that
sense of self
designated
hinges
the
on me winning this.
Don't worry, it's fine. He designated that the Taylor ham egg and cheese sandwich is the New Jersey state sandwich.
Oh boy!
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Due to, and it through that they talk about the Revolutionary War legends because it's not confirmed, but they talk about the cultural importance of Taylor ham and what the Taylor ham egg and cheese, the TEC, with SPK, salt, pepper, ketchup. Taylor ham, egg, and cheese with salt, pepper, ketchup on a Portuguese roll, please. That is the state sandwich of New Jersey. It is everlasting, and everyone cares about it. And I did find a Reddit post of a small, operational sandwich shop that goes through 50 pounds of Taylor ham a week.
Mother of pearl.
That's a significant amount.
That's a lot of people shoving meat.
That's
in
a
their
lot of
bodies.
Taylor ham. That's a lot of people because a sandwich only has a couple slices on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
so
lot.
think about how many people are ordering that they go through 50 pounds.
Mother of God.
It is significant. It is one of these things where, yeah, I can have 3 dishes on the table that have Taylor ham in them, right? It is the Taylor ham that is the star of the show. It's what keeps the people coming back for more. It's what people think of when they think New Jersey. That and the Statue of Liberty, which is in New Jersey.
Oh, for Christ. Not this again. She does this like every week.
All right, back to Elton for final arguments.
So I guess we're in the final argument section of the show. Elton, what's your final argument?
Well, my final argument,
Just what you said before. You're supposed to save like the last dramatic punch for the final argument, like she did.
I've never been good at regulating output like that. It's just all or nothing. So,
Fine.
but given
Put on the
that
gas from the start.
given the variety that a smorgasbord provides and the versatility, the cultural meaning of smorgasbord, and the fact that it's been around way longer than Taylor hams, and although it may never have, I don't know, indirectly caused the Revolutionary War, I'm just speculating. It certainly didn't do Sweden or Finland any harm. And the fact that the smorgasbord was introduced to America in 1939 at the New York's World Fair shows that it's been in America and holds a place in America's heart as an all-you-can-eat fattening area that Americans fucking love.
Fattening area.
We love a buffet.
They
A
love
buffet.
a buffet smorgasbord
buffet.
thing.
Buffet.
So, to I would say that outside of New Jersey, Taylor ham it's pretty good. I used to work for a grocery distributor, and this is a knock against Taylor ham, by the way. I used to have to stack them bitches, and they are heavy and they're shit. They just fall over and they're ass.
Well, yeah, they're cylinders.
We used to fucking hate
You can't
them.
stack a cylinder.
No. They come in a box, and we hated them so much. We would always leave
the
them.
little boxes of like 5 slices.
We would,
Oh, weird.
We would
All
leave
right.
them to the end of our picking when we used to stack them on other pallets. We'd leave them for all the new people to do as a booby trap. It was for suckers.
Booby trap.
All the vets would avoid it. And then we'd send the new guy in and be like, hey, there, you can do that work if you want. And then they'd get it, and they'd be like, son of a bitch! And then, yeah, that's what we would do. Leave it for them. But I would say that outside of Jersey and the East Coast, I, being from Oklahoma and living out in California and stuff, never heard of Taylor ham too much. But I do know a good fucking smorgasbord when I see one. And they are.
Okay, I'm gonna
The
add
Taylor
something.
ham could easily be part of a smorgasbord.
I'm gonna add something
for Christmas
here.
one year, when I brought out that loaf of Taylor ham, I did cut it up and I roasted it with Brussels sprouts, and we had it at Christmas dinner.
Yeah, here in the Midwest.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
And you can go to a smorgasbord on Christmas, so there you go.
we can, but let's say culturally across America, at least, the smorgasbord, calling it by its name, is not known as that here in the Midwest. It's just a buffet.
Sure.
So it's
That's weird because we say smorgasbord on the coast, and
We
have
say
way
buffet.
fewer Norwegians.
It's always buffet. Also, buffets everywhere. Like you can go to like an Indian restaurant or something, and they'll have a buffet of their stuff. So it is embraced. But one, different name, so it's not this unifying thing.
It is.
Two,
Same idea.
hold on. Two, from the 1930s till now, under 100 years.
No, that was...
I will give credit to Gertie that the Taylor ham is over 100 years old. But they do have Taylor ham here in Minneapolis because I went to a grocery store and I
I was
asked
really
them.
homesick.
Yeah.
And Glen tracked down a log of Taylor ham for me.
Yeah, they do sell it at a lot of grocery stores, but no one in the Midwest ever eats it. And the guy I asked, like the
Scrapple.
deli person or
The
whatever.
butcher, yeah.
Yeah, the butcher.
It's way better than Scrapple. It's more identifiable pork product than Scrapple.
Yeah, Scrapple's terrible.
So I asked him, I said, do you have... I said,
Scrapple's
do you
literal
have Taylor
asshole.
ham? And the guy goes... I don't know. What is that? And I'm like, it's a thing from New Jersey. My wife is super homesick. And he goes, hold on. I think I got something over here. And he took me to this one little corner of this, like, big, long...
Yeah, and it had a proper log.
It had a proper log and everything. He goes, I've never seen anyone buy one of these. I don't even know why we stock them. I'm like, I've literally never heard of them. He's like, I guess they've been here forever. Just no one knows about it.
Did he?
So
did he,
both of you have faults in your argument.
Did he blow dust off of it? Was he like...
Kind of. He even said, like, I don't know if these expire. Let me check really quick to make sure that this is okay.
It's cured. It's fine.
No.
Yeah. So
If it's not bloated, I'm eating it.
they buy 3 rolls and they just leave them there in the grocery store here in the Midwest for years and years. No one ever buys. It
That
makes money someday.
That only ambers the flavor, dude. It's like a
Okay.
fine bottle of wine.
Well, to
Gotta
clear
let
that
it
up,
sit.
it was introduced. The Smorgasbord was introduced to America in 1939. It first started out in the 1600s. So, there you go.
All right, fine.
It's old.
Okay, so as the host, I'm wrapping this up.
Okay.
I get to judge who wins or who loses on this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we remember last time, I made a great argument with my dictionary thing.
You did.
And I got shot down by somebody else who was the host. I forget. But the thing is, just like the legal system, it's not perfect, but you have to respect it. It's all we have.
Yeah.
So, but now that I'm in power, I've decided that with each argument that I'm weighing against each other, I'm finding faults, I'm finding strengths. It's a little bit tough. Both of these are pretty good. But I feel like justice should be made, and I'm choosing myself as the winner because I should have won last time. I finally get the cup.
You rat bastard. You can't do that.
I'm doing it.
I'm taking this to the...
There's no rule
What,
saying
the
Taking this
Supreme
to the
Court?
top.
Yeah,
There's no rule
You don't
saying
get
he
that
can't.
option.
Just saying.
I can. There's no
no rule
rules.
saying
There's
you
no
can't.
There's no
rules. So
rule saying
I
you
finally
can't.
get the goddamn cup, and I'm going to do shit to that cup that you guys can't even imagine.
You're
I finally win.
gonna violate that cup in more ways than it's ever seen before. I get it.
Exactly.
It's a revenge. It's a
Exactly.
revenge ploy. I get it. I understand.
It's basically, this is one of those things where, now that I'm the new administration, I step in and I'm correcting from the previous administration.
Yeah. Oh, for I don't know, maybe efficiency of some kind. I see.
Yeah, exactly. Like I brought in some people to fire a bunch of people for no reason and claim that I saved a lot of money. But in the end, I just win. That's all. Whatever that argument is. I don't care.
That is
I don't
fair.
make arguments anymore. I'm the judge. So I won. Sucks to the both of you. I've got the cup. You can't flick me off. She's flicking me off. I got the cup. It's mine now.
That is a
Sucks to the both of you.
well.
I'm not
Until we
coming to
come
work.
up
So
with
who's hosting next week?
I don't know who's hosting.
Oh.
Who's hosting?
You gotta pick. You want us to rock, paper, scissors?
No, you get to host next week.
Okay.
wow, that is another just
Don't you?
just running roughshod over whatever rules we never made up. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much. We're just fine. We got to move the plot along. Just do it.
Okay. There's a
So
plot.
there we go.
What's the plot?
Who knows?
I love that Gertie already, I said, I guess you're hosting next week, and then her eyes lit up because, what, are you going to try and take back the cup? At some point, we have to go back to somebody makes a great argument and wins. We can't just be fighting over
I
who should
think
have won
we
last
made
time.
some great arguments. I don't
You
want to
did.
hear anything
no,
you have
you
to
did
say
make some
about
good
it.
arguments. I see
That was
some
an
weaknesses.
excellent episode. And
Yeah.
Elton has a full belly to...
I do. God
To
damn,
show
I do.
for it.
Yes. It's.
Yeah, he's got to poop that out.
It's
There's a
not
lot of-
hurting yet. I might do a little bit of writing before my body attacks me. But yeah.
Do you want to hop on ours?
Do you want to hop on?
You want to write a sitcom?
Absolutely. I will absolutely write a sitcom. Yeah.
Do you want to hop on our show?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's
Let's just
fine.
let it roll.
I told you, anytime.
All right, let
God
me-
damn it.
Let me wrap up this episode. Okay, so everyone, I won. Thanks for listening, and we'll probably be back next week or whatever we're in the mood for. So just a reminder, I won this episode, and that's it. You've been listening to Two Books, One Cup. The end.
Bye.
The end.
Yep, we're done.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, I did peyote in New Mexico when I was 17, 18.